Hey guys, what is up? I'm back with another video reaction review of the summer Hikaru died. And the last video I did was episode 5, and it was the time of summer, so there was or probably end of summer, close to summer vacation, but they did have a festival, right? And during that festival, based on what I can remember, the Hikaru, he kind of broke the seal that was protecting the village. Now, because of that, right, it's now going to lead to a lot of supernatural creatures coming about. Now, we don't know how, well, I don't know, but you guys know, so shh. But I don't know how that's going to affect daily life, because it's already bad because he's I forgot the name of the creature, but it's an entity that his family always sacrifice and praise to in order to protect the village for another year. And it overtook the actual Hikaru who passed away. So he was already roaming around, and he's with Yoshiki, right? So it makes me wonder what other supernatural creatures, eldritch horrors are we going to face. And on top of that, we were dealing with like a hare looking creature spirit that I did not like, no. And it did try to take over Yoshiki's body, but it was expelled. But it also is scary, because if you think about it, the more that Yoshiki hangs out with Hikaru, the more he's going to attract these things. So that's no good. That's no good at all. And the guy who looks like, what's his name, from Durarara, he also was kind of in Yoshiki's plays, except to seal them off, he had to, equal exchange. Like in Full Metal Alchemist, some organs, limbs gotta go. He's gonna need to speak to Edward for that. So without further ado, let's get into the summer Hikaru died, episode 6. I thought he got bit on the side of his neck. That's actually moles. Dang, this is gonna hit a little too hard. Dang. Yep. He's asking so he can kind of clarify. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's asking because of Hikaru. That's why. Yep. Oh. Don't hit me with this philosophy. Come on. Oh, you're gonna start getting me thinking. Awesome. Oh, about to say. Okay. Boy, if you don't wash yourself properly, that's why you be stinking, bro. Like, come on. And your diet too. Sorry if I offended somebody. Ooh. It's looking like it's getting darker. Ooh. Like the mark is getting darker. I'm about to say. Hey, what is that? 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 What is it? What is that? What is that? What the fudge? Hey, yo, chill, 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 chill. Oh, oh, Jesus. Thing almost scared me, bro. Like, come on. Oh, he's remember one day. Yeah. I wonder if they're leaving the mark to make it obvious to us, the viewers, because nobody has mentioned the mark on his face. I mean, on his wrist. it's his dad's hat. What is that? Oh. Why are you taking a note? Oh, look at Summer. Look at them all having fun. What happened to her? Aye! Girl, I don't know why y'all going out at nighttime. I know. She gonna see something that she not supposed to see. Yo, I don't trust this at all. Like, y'all, no. Yeah, he is actually. Um, I figured she was gonna say that because she got the sixth sense. I knew she was going to figure out something because the episode when she told her friend, "Yo, go home, go in this other direction, bro." Oh nah. Mmm. So I mean, she hears that something's different about he. She can't see, but she can hear. She. Who's that walking? Girl, you better not. No. Oh no. Did she survive though? Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Nah, you weren't trying to eliminate. Nah, chill. You didn't mean, bro. You was about to either take her out or I don't know. You gonna take her out permanently? Oh nah. Yeah, if this don't cement that ain't your Hikaru no more, bro, I don't know what it is. Ooh. It was his last time. Ooh, it's that thin line, man. Oh man. Oh man. So he did. Oh no. Hey, 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 hey. That was not cool. That was not cool. No. That was not cool. She's faking it. She is faking it. I feel like she's faking it, bro. He ain't messing with it, bro. Facts. Like, leave me alone, bro. You were trying to murk her. Yeah. I mean, I want. This is tricky. Ooh. Oh boy. What's to me in life and death? Like, yo, that's a tricky question. Okay, so we clearly see from this episode, life and death was the central theme, and I'm going to go on a limb that's going to be throughout the entire story, because Nanuki, that's what's the name. The fact now it's inhibiting Hikaru's body, right? And now it's going between the entity it was and is still, and also trying to understand human life through the perspective of Hikaru, right? And that, when they talk about like philosophy, what it means for life, and that it's not a linear discussion at all, because how we depict it, someone else may think about it very differently, right? You have to also take into aspects of like one's own upbringing, their own philosophies, religion. It's not something linear, and it's not something that's so clear cut or black and white. And for Yoshiki, it's like he's flipping back and forth between the two, because he can't quite leave Hikaru, right? He can't. Unfortunately, he is going to be tied to him for as long as he lives. It's a very twisted relationship, right? And the fact that Hikaru doesn't understand what life means, because what does it mean to live? What does it mean to die? I know it has nothing to do with it, but think about Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen, right? If you go back to episode 1, chapter 1, and his grandfather, I'm trying to correlate the two. Remember when Yuji's grandfather told Yuji to live a good life, right? This is before the whole mess of everything that happens, right? Live a good life, So that way you can die a meaningful death, that you can be surrounded by people, versus me, who isn't surrounded by anybody aside from his own grandson. And then he passed away. And then Yuji, throughout the duration of the entire of Jujutsu Kaisen, is trying to find the proper meanings of giving someone the proper death. But then now he comes to this stop in the road where he also starts to question, what does it mean to have a proper death? But that also leads to, what does it mean to live a proper life? It's something that each person, as long as they live, going throughout their journey, going through life, and everything that you experience thereof, right, it's going to be different from each individual, right? The way I live my life and what it means to experience life through the lens of Kimberly, right, it's going to be different than through the lens of any of you. And how I perceive death, right? Of course, I'll say this. I was brought up in a Christian household. I'm no longer Christian, ex-Christian, if you will. Because for me personally, I'll say this. I started questioning a lot of these things in religion, Christian religion, right? I started questioning a lot of these things, and then their perspective of what it means that, like, you must live a Christ-like life. And then there's all these rules, and they were, to me personally, it felt like very black and white. And basically it was like, if you didn't go by these certain rulings and teachings, you go straight to hell when it comes to dying. When you die, you go straight to hell. You don't go to heaven, right? But then, because I was questioning a lot of these things in my head as a child, like, what do you mean if I do X, Y, and Z, I'll be condemned, and then I'll die a horrible death, and then I'm side inside boiling in the lake of fire. This episode has like a lot of, like, I wish I could like physically talk to you guys, like in a group or one-on-one. Like, doing a video, I have certain limitations because I'm not getting that feedback verbally or anything of this sort. But I really love when they bring in this, because it's a lot. It's a lot, you know, and a 30+ minute video can only do so much. But in this case, the fact that, like, for Yoshiki and Asako, I do think she low-key kind of lied in a way to protect herself. Because I feel like she knows there's something inherently wrong with Hikaru. And I don't think she did that to pacify, right, the whole situation that's going on. But I do feel like she does know that, like, the Hikaru before her is not him. She is right in the sense that Hikaru is protecting Yoshiki due to Hikaru, the human, last wishes, right? But the Eldritch supernatural Hikaru, or Nanuki, is just abiding by that, but at the same time is trying to live its own life in the human flesh body of a deceased person. So it's very confused, right? And it doesn't know necessarily what it wants, and it doesn't understand through the human mind and the complexities of our human mind what it means to live life and how much death actually means to us. Like, it's a big integral, because we are mortals at the end of the day. We have a time clock, right? Some of us can pass away as early as a few months into being brought into the world, or we can pass away after a century, right? There is no in between. We could pass away at any time, right? And for the entity Hikaru, he doesn't quite understand that, and that's why it's so troubling to Yoshiki. It's because it's just like, Hikaru can take this for granted, whereas for him it can't be. And the unfortunate thing is, as much as he deems like this is all just so messed up, he can't stay away, because it's just like, at the end of the day, I think some part of Yoshiki realizes that, like, I'm the only thing that can stop this Hikaru from harming other people. I deeply care for Hikaru because he was the one and only thing that made life worth living. And that's for him. That's, you know, what the meaning of life is. And then to lose him is like losing part of himself. There's a death in that. There's a part of Yoshiki that died the same day that Hikaru died. And so he's struggling to keep that life still here, but he realizes it died off. But it's just like he's too far gone. I know I'm probably like just a lot of word vomit and everything, but like I do love the fact that like this show, it was just weird to me because I said it during the opening, so if like the YouTube version, it doesn't have it. But the weird thing to me, I'm surprised this isn't even more popular than it should be. Like, it's probably popular obviously within the community and fandom, but I'm surprised like this was not a summer hit banger, you know. But I believe the anime is going to end in the next 2 episodes, so more likely I'll catch up before the fall season. And even if I didn't, I'm still going to be reacting and reviewing to the anime. But things like this, things that have you thinking, I like that in a show. I like that in a series. I like that in reading. Of course, there's nothing wrong with just simple entertainment where you don't have to think too much of, but it's stuff like these that like goes about having conversations for. And the beautiful thing about this series, for me at least, is a lot of the underlining themes from what it means to be a human, what it means to live life, questioning of basically the supernatural, if whether we believe it or not, and what's amongst us because we're not the only ones that are in existence. Our ties and relationships, questioning of like who we truly are as an individual, denying ourselves and what we like from what we don't like, coming to terms of who we are, queerness and everything, as well as being around a community, whether they accept you or not. It's just a lot of things that are very thoroughly thought out in this series that I really like. And again, I just wish this was even more massively popular because this is a really good series for the first 6 episodes I've seen so far. And also it's horror, so I may not be a horror fanatic, but I enjoy what it can bring to the table. Okay, I can enjoy what it brings to the table, even though I may not be able to thoroughly digest it due to my own reasons of being a scaredy cat and all of that stuff. But you know, Dark Gathering is kind of ebbing that for me. I will get back to Dark Gathering, just so you know. But for food for thought, you know, I try to compare like how, again, with Yuji from JJK. Oh, and by the way, are you guys reading Mandalo? I'm gonna wait till 10 chapters then start reading it, okay? But no spoilers for that for people who's into JJK. My Eye, season 3 in January. You know your girl is on it. But think of like that. And then think of like what's going on here, especially with this theme going on. And then we saw an entity. And not only that, that entity that showed earlier in the episode in the moth. You know, I don't know if it was like trying to do the same thing that Nanuki did to Hikaru, where it wants to take over the moth. It's like a cycle. Lion King, circle of life. Things are born, things die, things come back to life. It's a whole cycle. The soul energy never dies. It's just exchanged. It changes. It may change form, but it never dies. Right? But nonetheless, guys, do tell me in the comment section below if you saw episode 6 of The Summer Hikaru Died. If you are a manga reader, of course, no spoilers, but do tell me how you felt about this episode versus the chapter it was adapted from. Anime onlys, do tell me if you already saw this episode or it's your first time seeing it. Do tell me how you felt overall about this episode. If there's anything I missed, or if you want to elaborate a little bit more on this episode, comments. You're free to comment away. I will gladly read it all. The links are in the description box. You guys go check it out. And I'm Kimi-chan. And I'll see you guys later. Bye! With